Tonight on Rescue 911, these true stories where the worst of times brings out the best in people.
He's already shown us that he's not worried about sticking a gun in somebody's face. And now we're thinking to ourselves, if this guy would do this to get away from us, what else is he capable of doing?
We have a tractor loader. He's been under the water for probably about 5 minutes.
I was afraid that we were too late and too many minutes had been spent underwater. We had to do something to save this young person's life.
I didn't see anybody around at that particular time that would be in danger.
Just really emergency service.
Is he breathing? You guys can do it now.
It's easy to forget that there are many wonderful people in this world, people who inspire us with their caring and remind us that with faith and hope, anything is possible. We begin in Grenada, Colorado on the morning of July 3rd, 1995, where 17-year-old Michael Gonzalez, the star quarterback at Grenada High School, had gotten a summer job working for the local farm co-op.
That's the first summer job he ever had. Michael was working for a car to drive to school and for college next year. I'm proud of all my kids. But Michael, anybody he meets likes them.
Michael was moving a front loader back to the equipment yard for his uncle Frank Riego, the manager of the co-op.
The morning was really nice and pretty slow at work. Told Mark, I think I better go see how Michael's doing. Take him a pop and give him a break.
Man, I'm doing good. I better get back.
Okay.
He liked driving that little thing. I told him, watch that traffic real good, real careful, stay out to the side and let the traffic go by.
Dana Music was driving his tractor to a field to fluff hay.
In the distance, I could see this white deal coming down the road towards me. At first, I just thought, well, it's the neighbors on their four-wheeler going to the field. It kind of made a strange loop there in the road and disappeared. Well, the kids are goofing around on the four-wheeler. Then when I got to the intersection, all there was four wheels upside down in the ditch. And no one was around. Well, at the time it was kind of funny because I thought it was another kid at co-op. Well, he's going to be in trouble. He wrecked the loader. I walked around, there was no tracks, and surely this isn't going to be someone underneath this thing. And I was horrified when I felt that leg underneath there.
When we continue,
We have a tractor loader. He's been under the water for probably about 5 minutes.
I was afraid that we were too late and too many minutes had been spent underwater. We had to do something to save this young person's life.
This Smithsonian Minute is brought to you by Discover Card, proud partner of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary.
Clark Gable was very proud of his real-life role during World War II. This was Clark Gable's captain's uniform. In 1934, when Gable bared his chest, it sent ladies swooning and helped him win the Oscar. Can who name the movie?
The answer after this.
Hey, want to see some cool things?
Where?
At the Smithsonian. Some famous flyers! To four-wheelers, rocket ships, and lizard lips.
Discover Card is a proud partner of the anniversary celebration.
Mr. Gable and his co-star Claudette Colbert both were honored for their performances in the classic comedy It Happened One Night. Moi and Miss Piggy.
The Smithsonian Institution, celebrating 150 years.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Hey man, if I were in charge, life would be way different. No traffic, big offices, hot lunches, free health clubs, and comfortable clothes. Canyon River blues, a line of jeans found only at Sears. They fit right, they feel right. Yeah, if I were in charge, man would live in jeans. These jeans.
Just because other cleaners are blue like Windex doesn't mean they can clean glass like Windex. Windex with ammonia D leaves a beautiful streak-free shine just about anyone can appreciate. Windex, best on glass.
Oh, hey, Cookie, any more paste, thick, and chunky salsa? That ain't paste. Well, Cookie, paste, thick, and chunky salsa puts only fresh jalapenos in every jar for that bold taste born in San Antonio. This stuff's made in New York City.
New York City? Pick up the one with fresh jalapenos. Pick up the paste.
Okay, boys, time to hit the sack.
From the producer of Touched by an Angel,
You still think people can't do angels' work?
Gerald McCraney stars in an inspiring dramatic series.
We can do some good wherever we go.
About a family out to find the Promised Land. CBS Tuesdays this fall.
When Dana Music saw a front loader drive off a road in rural Colorado, he was horrified to find that the driver was trapped underneath it in a ditch filled with muddy water.
It's not that big a loader, but it is heavy. And I knew that there was no way I could do nothing by myself.
Ken Collison was on his way to a business meeting.
Yeah, we got a guy trapped under a loader.
We have finally gotten cellular phone service in this area, and I normally do carry it with me. I normally have it on.
Yes, ma'am, right there on the corner.
Okay, what part of his body is trapped?
I don't know, we can't see.
You can't see
He's
it?
under the vehicle.
What kind of vehicle is it?
What is it? Yeah, anybody there?
Is this a wreck or is this...
We have a tractor loader. He's been under the water for probably about 5 minutes.
He's under the water?
And he's not moving at all.
The water was probably only 2 foot deep. But this loader don't have nothing on the top and everything, and it fit just perfectly in this ditch. I knew if we didn't have a chain and get that thing off of him, there's no way he'd be alive. Any other day, you could sit there 30 minutes and no one would go by.
At the intersection of 385 and 196, we have a man trapped under a tractor loader. He is underwater, has been underwater for at least 5 minutes.
Rescue units were immediately dispatched, but the nearest one was more than 15 minutes from the scene.
We need a chain.
Elmer Stalford happened to have a chain in his pickup truck.
Dana come up to me and told me he had been under the loader for 6-8 minutes. We was really crowding what I thought was any chance of pulling a live person out of there.
Okay. Okay, pull up, take it up the slack. Take up the slack. Take it up, take it up, take it up.
God, it's Michael. When I seen it was Michael, it just made your heart sink. He just looked terrible. Lifeless. No heartbeat that we could find.
Does anybody know CPR? Dude. Let's get him back up here on some level ground so we can work him.
Oh, no, not this kid. He got everything in his life going for him.
We had to do something. We just had to do something to save this young person's life.
All right, let's go. Come on. Start it.
I thought, wonder when the world Michael would be. And right about then, I thought maybe he just run off to the road or something. And I expect that maybe Michael would just be standing there and say, oh my goodness, see what I've done?
Come on, Michael.
There's a lot of people that know CPR and first aid in this community because farming is a dangerous occupation, and the hospitals are so far away. I really thought the situation was hopeless, but well, we have nothing to lose here.
Frank came up, and I thought he was going to have a heart attack, very frankly, because he yelled out and screamed.
Come on, Michael.
I was afraid we were going to have two victims, not only Michael, but also his uncle.
Oh, come on. Hold it. I got a pulse.
We got a pulse!
It was just like a kaboom. His little heart was really a pumping. And this really works.
Just let him lay still, man. Just let him lay still.
You got a pulse. Great, hey? Make it.
I was afraid that we were too late, and perhaps too many minutes had been spent underwater. Perhaps the weight of the tractor had crushed his chest.
Keep on breathing, Michael. Keep on breathing. Oh, man, there's Manuel. God.
Michael's father, Manuel Gonzalez, happened to be driving by.
I thought they were having a road check. Then I recognized my brother-in-law, which is Frank. I tried to put two and two together because the way Frank was reacting to this.
What happened here? We got him breathing there.
In our family, we have lost 4 nieces and nephews in the last 3 years. It crossed my mind that maybe it's my turn now.
Holly volunteer EMT Linda Lonberg was a member of the rescue crew that came to treat Michael at the scene.
He was breathing, but he was not responding, and he looked in really bad shape.
Who was laying on him? That loader.
I'd watched him in track. He was a state qualifier in the track meet. They had a hard time with the airway because his jaw was locked, and he was starting to posture a little bit, which is a bad sign.
Any sport he played, he was great at. And he goes out and works all summer. And there's no better kid around. Now, my gosh, this kid, he's going to have to live his life as a vegetable.
17-year-old Michael Gonzalez was taken to Prowers Medical Center in very critical condition.
They had the doctors there ready. I knew they were going to walk out that door and tell us that he's pretty bad shape, but he's going to make it. You know, that's what we were expecting to hear from them.
All right, he's going to fight us.
But a doctor came out and told us that he was in a bad situation. That's when I really got scared that Michael's not going to make it.
Michael's mother, Ida, joined her husband at the hospital.
He says, Michael's been hurt really bad. We have to flight for life. And I said, flight for life? He was just driving a tractor.
Hang in there.
Gotta hang in there, Mike.
It's a 3-hour drive to the Springs, Colorado Springs. We kissed him goodbye because I just had a feeling that when we got to the Springs that he was not going to be there.
A Flight for Life helicopter transported Michael more than 100 miles to Penrose Hospital, where he was put under the care of trauma surgeon Brock Bordelon.
I was very surprised to see he had no skull fracture given the severity of injury to his head. However, given the story that I had heard from the people at the scene and the EMTs, it's an awful long time to expose your brain to no blood flow, no oxygen.
Lastly, he had a pretty good blow to his chest.
This was a kid that I thought the worst for. I thought if he did survive, he was going to be nursing home dependent or really not a real functional person.
Okay, Mike. Michael didn't move the first day. The monitors were on. His blood pressure was great. His pulse was great, but the machines were doing all the work for him.
I told Manuel, I said, I think Mike's going to make it. I said, because if God would want him, he would have taken him at the scene, I think.
But the third day, you know, his vital signs really got better. He started to be more conscious. And so now was a critical part, you know, memory.
The doctor asked him, well, who is that big man beside you? And he goes, that's my dad. And then he said, well, who's on the other side? And he looks over and goes, that's my mom. Those were the best words that I could ever hear.
Lucky bear. I've been asking for you, and that's your Uncle Mike.
There is a little window of hope for these patients, and Michael's the perfect case to prove that. The important thing for him was that the people at the scene started CPR. Those people actually did more for his care than anybody else involved from the very beginning.
3 months have passed. Michael is now a senior in high school.
The community is just like everything just surrounds you if something happens. Everybody knows everybody and everybody loves everybody, really. Like one big family.
There's no doubt in my mind that Michael would not be here today if it wasn't for these people being there at the right time at the right place. And they were the first people to have to make decisions there. And they made the right decisions.
Sometimes you hit a bump with that kind of a loader and the steering just gets loose on you, and I imagine that he made the attempt to get out. When he knew he was in trouble, he just couldn't get there all the way. If Dana wouldn't have seen him go into the ditch and just a lot of other good circumstances going along with it, I hate to even think about it.
Which one? I think everyone should know CPR on your first birthday. You're doing the classes, you think, wow, you'll never have to use it. And then all of a sudden you do.
To me, he's his old self. I can't believe it, because he was dead for, I don't know, I couldn't tell, but he was dead. And now, like nothing has happened.
He'd love to be playing football, but I think we've convinced him that another blow on the head would not be a good idea.
I'm going to play basketball and play baseball and run track. And I'm helping my dad coach football right now. Kind of the assistant coach.
He seems the same person, just, really exceptional kid. And ever since his accident, it just seems like it's made him more special.
Next.
Courtney is no bigger than a little peanut, but she was scared and I was scared for her.
Soap, I don't know, we're trying. I mean, I love my husband, but he'll buy anything. Good morning, sweetheart.
Morning. What?
Like last week, he wanted to spend $700 on a satellite dish. A gadget guy. So I called Prime Star. Prime Star's a service, so there's no equipment to buy. You get the dish, digital picture and sound, and it starts at about $1 a day. He's so happy with Prime Star, he got me these.
For the best value in satellite TV, call 1-800-PRIME-STAR or visit your local Radio Shack.
The new Giant Caesar makes everything else look small.
What are you looking at? The Grand Canyon. Where? Right there. Where? Right there.
What you eating?
Giant Caesar.
What you stepping in?
Has to be China.
Everything looks small next to the Giant Caesar.
What?
The Giant Caesar, giant slices with giant pepperoni. $9.99 carried out or have it delivered.
Pizza.
Getting flowers because it's your birthday? That's easy. Getting flowers just because? That takes finesse. Softness from a conditioner? That's easy. Softness and body? That takes finesse. With 2 conditioners, one that penetrates for softness, one that evaporates and lifts for body, for fuller, more beautiful hair. Softness? That's easy. Softness and body? That takes finesse.
What if you got tomorrow's news delivered today?
What are you talking about here? A newspaper that tells the future?
What if you could read about events before they happen?
26 on Apple Card.
It's Apple Card at the wire.
Would it change your life for the better?
I want you to take the winnings from today.
This is yours.
For Gary Hobson, the future is delivered every day.
What am I supposed to do with it?
You're supposed to do whatever you can.
This fall, a magical new series on CBS Saturday. Early edition on America's Night of Television.
It's the splashiest, flashiest spectacular of the summer with Bob Goen, Sherry Belafonte, and the Monkees.
The first runner-up is
Miss Teen USA, CBS Wednesday.
America's funniest moments don't always happen at home. But for 25 years, they've happened on The Price is Right. It's a night of laughter, surprises, and priceless memories from the best game show on TV. Bob Barker hosts The Price is Right 25th Anniversary Special in prime time, CBS Friday.
In case you've forgotten how big America's drug problem is, here's a little reminder.
Michael Bond has spent 18 years as a first-grade teacher. During that time, he's seen just about everything imaginable. But on the afternoon of September 8th, 1995 in Bangor, Maine, he was reminded that every new school year brings with it new challenges and unimaginable surprises.
For first graders, it's extremely difficult making that adjustment from kindergarten to a full day in first grade.
Okay, need everybody to settle right down.
It had been a long first week.
We're going to graph our eye color. How many of you know?
6-year-old Courtney Stevenson was one of the new first graders.
I'm going to give you some eyeballs.
Joey Dawson was one of Courtney's friends.
Color that eyeball.
She's really good and nice. Sometimes she helped me spell things that I had trouble with.
If you had to predict what color we have the most of in our room, what would you say?
Blue.
Think we have more blue eyes in the room than anybody?
Aaron Dennis was sitting near Courtney.
More brown eyes?
Courtney went to get her pencil and she stuck her finger on the desk. And she got it stuck.
I'm going to give you an eyeball to color and cut out, and then we'll put together a graph and we'll find out.
Courtney's one of my friends and I really like her a lot, but she's awfully curious.
And then we'll put together a graph and we'll find out just exactly.
Mr. Bond, my finger's stuck.
When she shouted out, "My finger is stuck in that little hole and it won't come out," I knew exactly which little hole she was talking about.
Okay, we'll get it out. We'll get it out. Can you just pull up on it just a little bit for me?
No.
It won't come out?
No.
Okay. Adam, I need you to go to Mrs. McGregor for me quickly.
I recently had surgery on my arm, and it's very difficult to do anything with one hand, so I immediately sent someone down for the principal.
My finger's stuck. How?
Principal Christine McGregor came to see what she could do.
By the time I got there, she was scared and she was crying.
See what the problem is here. Can you bring it up a little?
But I figured I could calm her down and I would be able to get the finger out and we'd go on our merry way.
Wait a minute, let me see on.
It was very swollen, and it was just wedged in so tightly, there was no way we were going to be able to pull the finger out.
Michael, we need ice. Go get some ice, please.
The next thing I thought of was get some ice on her finger and maybe the swelling would go down.
Little. Come on, honey. I'm going to push it up just a little.
I realized that it was essential for me to get this finger out soon because it looked like the circulation was being cut off.
I know, honey. I know.
Okay, here's some ice.
Okay, good. All right.
Just gonna put some
All right, we're going to put this around it and try to get the swelling to go down.
I feel sorry for her because I imagine the pain that she was in that moment.
Swelling to go down.
I know how it feels because one time I got my finger shut in the door and it hurts as much.
The colder it is, the better it's going to be.
Put ice on her fingers and try to make it shrink, but it wouldn't. It was funny because she kind of got seriously hurt.
I'm going to try to do it from both sides, Courtney.
My mind was racing. That was when I began to think about the gym teacher because he was well schooled in first aid.
From the inside and you put it from the outside.
I can put a little bit of that on.
You're just trying to make it slippery, Courtney, so it'll come right out, okay?
They tried putting soap on her finger, but it didn't work either.
I know. I'm getting quite...
I was worried about her a lot, but she was brave. She just screamed.
Can you pull it out one little bit? Is it moving at all, Jeff?
Nothing that we tried was working.
Pull it out. Oh, come on.
So we decided that we would call her father. They live quite close to the school.
Okay, friends, I'd like everyone to line up with me, please.
Mr. Ron wanted us to go outside because he didn't want us to see her screaming and crying. I put my finger in the hole before, but I'm lucky it came out.
Courtney's father, Kevin, was working at home when the school notified him.
I felt very sorry for Courtney because I knew what she was probably thinking. It was the first week of school, and I'm trying to meet people, and now this has to happen.
Does it hurt? Pull it straight up.
Courtney is no bigger than a little peanut. She was a brave little girl, but she was scared, and I was scared for her. I was starting to think, perhaps I'm going to have to call 911.
4 minutes after the call for help, a Bangor fire rescue unit arrived at the scene, including EMT Brian Higgs.
I felt for her. Being around lots of big people and having her finger stuck, that's pretty scary for somebody her age. So I personally made a kind of little pact with her. If it really hurts, tell me, and then we'd fix it so it wouldn't hurt. And that kind of made her relax. Okay, look at that. Yeah. How's that? We're going to have to get this top off so we get a better angle. Yeah,
EMT Bill Van Persum was also part of the crew.
We realized that it was going to take more than just a little basting to get the finger out. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy. Okay. All right. We decided to remove the desk from the little girl. Just be calm, okay? We're not. It's okay, okay? It's okay. We're going to get your finger out real soon. Okay. Okay. We're trying. A little bit of time, babe. Okay. It was very heavy gauged metal, so it was rather tough to cut.
One more cut.
Easy does it. Real easy. All right. Easy.
Yeah, you almost got it, pal.
Almost there.
Come on, honey. Come on.
There we go. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Let's take a look. Almost there.
Oh, okay. There we go.
There you go. Once they removed Courtney from the desk, she still had that huge piece of metal on her. And one of the firefighters made a comment, "That's a nice looking ring you got there, Courtney." And I mean, she chuckled.
Here we go. Easy.
We won't cut it off. From this point, we decided to make an incision up to the finger.
Okay.
Peel it
down.
There we go, babe.
Peel.
All right. Okay. There's one, babe. We made 2 incisions from opposite sides of the section of desk. The last cut was very delicate because it was right up next to the little girl's finger. She did feel pain, and as any father would tell you, that hit you right in the heart.
That hurt really?
Is that for real? Okay, we're almost there. Look at that. All right out. All gone. All gone. Yeah. When her finger finally got out of the hole, you would have thought it was Christmas. And she lit right up, and she was just very happy that it was over.
Well, you lose, honey. It's all over with.
No, they didn't, did they?
I just loved it when I got out. It come in my hands again. And I was so happy. It was like I was the happiest person in the world when I got it out.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Now that it's all over, it seems rather silly that we had to have such a huge response from the fire department for a small little girl. But the firefighters were fantastic.
You're never going to forget those firemen, are you, Courtney?
Yeah. Would that be fun? No. It wouldn't be fun at all, would it? She was such a trooper. She was very brave, and she maintained very calm through the whole thing. I mean, she had her moments, but I was a proud dad. I mean, she did a great job. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
It was really good to see my dad because I like him a lot, and he's my dad, and he's always helped me when I got hurt.
Okay, this time we're going to work with partners.
Before the first week of school was over, Courtney had made a lasting impression on her new classmates.
You're not going to use both. You're just going to use one.
We've been studying the Curious George books, and already the kids had been nicknaming her Curious Courtney because she just seemed to be so inquisitive about everything.
Keep going. Keep going.
I give Courtney a hard time once in a while about it. She always remembered as the girl who got her finger stuck in her desk the first week of school. I mean, she'll have to live with it the rest of her life.
She's a really good friend of mine, and I was glad that she got it out a lot. There's duct tape over the holes now, and we can't get our fingers in it. That's my story. That's all I know. The lesson that I learned not to stick your finger in a hole again because I don't want to get it stuck in again. I bet you don't either.
Next.
He's already shown us that he's not worried about sticking a gun in somebody's face.
Suspect is now on.
And now we're thinking to ourselves, if this guy would do this to get away from us, what else is he capable of doing?
Say you're going to school when you see your favorite band jamming on top of your dad's car. They're missing a drummer, and they're pointing at you. Luckily, you got pencils at Target. You also got Crayola crayons, markers, and pencils for $1.39, and casual shoes for $10.99. Target makes going to school cool.
I've got exciting medical news. Now Monistat 3 is available without a prescription. So now we can cure a yeast infection with a 3-day treatment and still have the brand we trust. With Monistat 3, it takes half the time to treat a yeast infection. And it's the only 3-day treatment with a separate cream that starts to work immediately to relieve external symptoms. I just feel more confident with a name doctors recommend most. Monistat 3, from the #1 doctor-recommended cure.
Rescue 911 will continue.
Wow! Monday and Wednesday, Jenny cooking. The nanny's gonna entertain you twice a week.
Twice a week means twice the fun.
Good
God, it's multiplying.
The nanny double whammy continues.
I wonder how long it's gonna last.
All summer long.
It's a world gone mad.
And Wednesday, she's followed by Dave's World.
The nanny.
The first award show dedicated to movies and TV shows the family can watch together. Plus an all-star tribute to Bob Hope. The Family Film Awards, live CBS Thursday.
Grand Casino Coshada has a 550-seat, 225-foot buffet with over 100 delicious dishes. Now this is a real buffet.
You gotta see this place.
With over 2,000 slots, a 12-table live poker room, and over 70 of your favorite table games. Real fun, real excitement.
Winning is easy at the Grand.
You've never seen a place with
Grand Casino Coshada. Now this is a real casino.
I love this place.
I'm Representative Jerry Tennyson. For 2 terms, I fought lawsuit abuse, worked to improve our roads and streets, and pushed to keep criminals in jail while protecting victims' rights. More importantly, I fought hard to fix government so taxpayers get something back for their money. As your senator, I'll continue my fight against special interests and make sure you're protected.
Vote for Louisiana. Jerry Tennyson, State Senator, District 25, in a special election to be held August 24th.
The Rosie O'Donnell Show. Finally, something different in daytime.
Mornings at 9.
For cops, the bonds shared with fellow officers can be their closest relationships. They trust each other with their lives. But on the night of January 20th, 1995, a few police officers in Tucson, Arizona, realized just how far those feelings can go.
Officer Jennifer Will Stokes is a dog handler in our area. She was flagged down by a been assaulted with a gun.
Somebody pulled a gun on me, took my wallet and everything. What? There it is, right there. That's it. It's S14 vehicle going southbound.
Police helicopter pilot Tim Vesley was a 19-year veteran of the force.
We were getting towards the end of our first flight, and we heard Jenny come on and says that she has a suspect vehicle. And just about that time, we saw the van, and we're right there. Once we get on a car, we own him. He's ours.
I saw this blue streak pass me, and you just get this tickling in your stomach. You're like going on a roller coaster. Takes your breath away.
Officer Dave McAdam began pursuing the suspect's van.
The guy had no intentions of ever stopping. He didn't give a darn whether people were walking across the street in front of him or not. Total disregard for everybody else in the entire world.
The van made a sudden right turn into an apartment complex. We knew that there was a fence to the rear of the complex, so there's nowhere to go. This is where it's going to end. I watched with wide eyes as it drove down a 12-foot drop and into a dirt wash. Okay, he's down in the wash, moron. We're going to chase him now. This guy drove down in this wash. He absolutely has no idea where he's going, and now he's stuck. We got him. And then I was just amazed. He drove up the other side. He's already shown us that he's not worried about sticking a gun in somebody's face. And now we're thinking to ourselves, wow, if this guy would do this to get away from us, what else is he capable of doing?
I was just monitoring the radio. They were advising officers to be careful because the van was trying to ram the other police officers. And I see all these emergency lights.
Officer Armando Gallego was on routine patrol in the area.
And before I knew it, here comes the van. And he just flew right by me. Just going about 60 miles an hour.
Suspect is now on.
I was praying another car wasn't going to come get T-boned. I just couldn't believe it. I said, this guy's crazy. This guy's, he really wants to hurt someone.
We could tell that he trashed his van. And I hate to say, well, this is the end of the line because he's proven me wrong twice so far.
He had slowed way down. So I kind of backed off too. I didn't know what he was going to do.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
Out of the corner of my eye, I see this Officer Stokes arriving. She grabs her dog, Dax, and runs into the alley after this guy.
We've done a lot of tracking with the dogs. We're very confident in how they chase suspects. And what we do is the helicopter follows it and the dog goes after him.
I see Jenny and Dax going after the guy, and we're explaining exactly what he's doing and where he's going. The dog takes off after this guy like a heat-seeking missile. I stopped, dead in my tracks. I could see flashes, and then I saw Jenny fall backwards like she had run into a glass wall. We're looking, and we're calling on the radio, and we couldn't find Jenny.
Trying to get her on the radio.
The next thing I saw was the guy running, and I watched the guy throw the gun, and he crawls underneath a tree. And he's not wearing this dog anymore. And right then, I knew something was terribly wrong because once these dogs get on you, there's only two ways to get them off. You can hit them with a 16-pound sledgehammer or you can shoot them. As we came around, I could see the dog on the ground.
Shot the dog. He shot the dog.
Obviously, he's hurt, and there's blood everywhere. So... But so the guy's underneath the tree. He's not a big concern. The dog's down, and we can't find Jenny.
You okay?
Okay. See the bad guys under the tree there.
At that point, the air unit came back around and the yard sort of lit back up, and I could see Dax, and there was a big pool of blood. And I just remember my heart just kind of turning over and going, oh, you know, man, you know, there's my partner laying there. So.
You get your hands up!
This went on for about a good 4 minutes.
Tree, get your hands up!
Then I finally saw the guy stick his hands out with his fingers spread, and I could see that he didn't have anything in his hands, and then he stood up.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
And I looked over towards where I had last seen Dax. It was hard not to just get up and run over there, but I had to wait until we got this situation taken care of before I could do that. And he was just covered with blood, and I thought he may have been hit more than once. And then I found the bullet hole, and it was in his head, right between his eye and his ear. And when I saw the location of the bullet wound, I thought, there's no way.
It just looked horrible to me. It was devastating. And if it wasn't him jumping the fence chasing the guy, it would have been one of us jumping the fence chasing the guy. He took the bullet for one of us. He takes the place of an officer. He's an officer. That's what he is. One of the field supervisors comes on the radio and says, "Can you guys land and pick up the dog and take him to the vet?" And we said, "Sure, you know, no problem." He was still alive, so, you know, we're gonna bust our butt getting him there.
Within 10 minutes of the shooting, Dax arrived at Grant Road Veterinary Clinic and was put under the care of Dr. Radford Davis.
He was shot in the head. I thought, what's he doing alive? We found no exit wound, so we knew the bullet was still somewhere in the body.
Okay. After about 10 or 15 minutes, all the officers in my unit started showing up. Just came straight from home, dropped what they were doing, and came over just to lend their support, which that really meant a lot to me.
We saw that the bullet actually came to rest outside of the chest in the muscle. And I thought, it's a miracle.
In 8 months, Dax has made a remarkable recovery, but he has residual hearing problems from the damage done by the bullet.
He had such a hard time getting to where he could just be able to get over obstacles, be able to run without falling.
Oh, I know, that's a good dog.
And it just took a lot of time with him.
Good boy.
She would keep us informed on his progress, and he's doing fine, and I can't believe it. You think he'll come back to duty? And she goes, well, we're shooting for it. And he did. You know, he may not hear too well out of that one ear, but I think his sense of smell's a lot better now, too.
The suspect pleaded guilty to multiple felony counts and was sentenced to prison.
Oh, that's a good boy. Having your life sometimes depend on that dog, or knowing that another officer's life could depend on the dog. You really get just really close to them. Ever since I was a baby, I've always loved animals, and to have a job that I love anyway with my love for animals has been really wonderful. I'll probably look back on this as really one of the best times of my life.
What a good dog.
Next.
I didn't see anybody around at that particular time that would be in danger.
What was that? Forget it.
Was that a person?
Keep moving, it's a surprise.
Well, I'm taking this off.
Ta-da!
I saw this.
A new department, the place for jeans.
Should we be a Kmart?
Look at these names.
Look at these prices. We are a Kmart.
Way to go, Columbo. Where'd you think I'd take you?
Knowing you?
Knowing me.
Remember that surprise party?
Are you ever going to get over that?
My toenails are just growing back.
This week, all Wrangler jeans on sale. Boys stonewashed $10.99. Men's stonewashed $14.99. Kmart rules.
Dog auditions. Do your bit for Kibbles and Bits. Take one.
Kibbles and Bits? I'm going to get me some Kibbles and Bits.
Next. Very, very good. Hello? Yeah, that's terrific. Next.
I'm gonna get me some. What was it again?
It's Kibbles and Bits. No.
What bit does your dog do for Kibbles and Bits? Send us your video along with the entry form from a bag, and your dog could star in a Kibbles and Bits commercial.
Kibbles and Bits.
What bit does your dog do?
I'm going to get me some Kibbles and Bits.
Next.
I tried going cold turkey, quitting smoking, and it didn't work because I did not have the control that I thought I had. The bottom line is I went back to smoking again. But this is working. The Nicotrol patch is really working.
New Nicotrol, a whole new and simple way to help you quit. Only Nicotrol has a 6-week program, not 10 weeks like the other patch or 12 weeks like the gum.
You know, I don't sit around thinking about, can I make it, can I do it? I know I can, and I know I can make it.
6 weeks, 1 step. Take control with Nicotrol.
Still shaving with soap and water? Try Skintimate Shave Gel or Skintimate Shave Cream. Each with 75% moisturizer, including vitamin E. Soften, smooth, and protect against nicks with Skintimate and drench your legs in moisture.
Hey, Rita, isn't it about time to change that Glade plug-in's refill?
Refill your Glade plug-ins every 45 days to keep your home Glade fresh.
Plug it in, plug it in.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Their stepmother raised them with love, but when the birth mother who abandoned them returns, a girl is torn between the mother she knows
Want me to come with you today?
Do you want me to want you to?
and the one she wants to love.
I love you.
Joanna Kearns, Stephanie Zimbalist.
I really miss my mom.
Whose daughter is she? CBS Next.
Fertility treatments, they may be producing more than we expected.
They never mentioned a thing about having multiples.
The high risks, tomorrow on This Morning.
On June 2nd, 1995, the day after a big storm went through the town of Franklinton, Louisiana, Gary Burris was removing the debris it had left behind on his property.
I had plenty of work to do because the storm had blown some trees down. The size of the tree itself is not that large, but the diameter of the roots around it, I believe it's the largest I've ever seen. I didn't see anybody around at that particular time, you know, that would be in danger. I heard my grandson holler, "Papa."
You okay? Where's Wayne?
And that's when I realized that he was trapped under that tree.
7-year-old Ishmael had been playing on the tree roots with his 9-year-old brother Gregory.
We were jumping on it. All of a sudden, the tree hit his back and he disappeared.
I dropped to my knees and I started digging with my hands. And I screamed, "Somebody help me, please. Somebody."
Say something.
I reached his head. It was a relief to me. But his head was face down. I told him to try to hold your head up out of the water to keep from drowning. By that time, my son had got out there.
Gregory and Cassandra Burris came running from their house next door when they heard what had happened to their oldest son.
I couldn't even see him till I called out to him, and then he answered. That's how I knew he was still alive. And I said, "Oh, Lord, Lord, please don't take my son."
Take deep breaths.
I found his hand. I dug under with my hand and to find his and everything, so I can hold his hand. Because I felt he needed me then more than ever.
Chef, watch it. Don't give up. I'm gonna see if I can get a little pressure out of that. When I brought the shovel, I realized by digging, more water would flow into the area. May cause him to drown.
Washington Parish Sheriff's Deputy Rick Corkin was one of the first rescue workers to get to the scene.
Our basic concern was to keep the child calm.
How you doing, man?
Shock is always a problem, especially with a young child like that.
Volunteer firefighter Chip McVeigh had responded from his home nearby.
With the force of that tree and the possibility of back or internal injuries, there was a good chance that this little boy was not going to make it. He was going to die there on the scene.
Soon after, firefighters, including Patrick Bourgeois, arrived with the jaws of life.
It looked like the tree was trying to eat him. The roots actually looked like arms that had reached out and wrapped around the kid and pulled on him, and it literally looked like he was being swallowed up into the hole. It was kind of bizarre.
I was scared because I thought my brother was going to die.
All we needed was 6 or 8 inches just to be able to pull him out. You could feel the anticipation increasing as the strap tightened.
Keep coming with it. Come on. All right. Watch your head, man. Watch your head.
When the cable snapped, everything in me dropped. It was like for a moment that there was no hope. It was like a moment of silence. You know, everybody was like, now what?
I thought that was the end. Because with all that pressure, I don't see how he could survive.
We knew time was running out. We were getting desperate to get him out from under there. The sheriff's deputies suggested that we just do away with all the modern tools and go back to what God gave us to start with, our most basic rescue tool, and that was our hands.
Paramedic Steve Barnes was one of the 25 rescue workers on the scene.
The adrenaline that was flowing in us was just unreal by this time. And we all grabbed a hold of the tree, not realizing we would ever budge it.
And I heard him say, "We got him." And my wife said, "Is he dead?" He was alive. Thank God.
It was almost like this little boy was actually being born from underneath this stuff. Here we were waiting like expectant fathers, waiting, and then all of a sudden we hear those words, he's out.
9-year-old Gregory Burris Jr. was examined at Riverside Medical Center by a team of doctors.
I was expecting for him to say he's going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. And when he said, there's no broken bones, he's had a good, checkup and everything, he said, it's nothing. I think my husband and I both, we sighed at the same time. It's like, yes, And my son even started smiling.
The stump stayed on me for an hour, and then when I got out, I couldn't move my legs. I told them I was hungry, and then they said, "What you want to eat?" And I said, "I want some steak and potatoes."
Gregory's a very lucky boy. I look at it as a miracle. It had to have been. That's the only thing that can explain it, that he come out from under the tree without a scratch.
A lot of people was helping me, and I was real thankful for that. I love my grandpa because he saved me because he got me from under that tree.
The best thing that you can do is never let your guard down. Always watch your children. If I had one thing to say to all those people that helped rescue my grandson, thank you. It was a wonderful job that you've done.
Blow my hand.
Hey man, if I were in charge, life would be way different. No traffic, big offices, hot lunches, free health clubs, and comfortable clothes. Canyon River Blues, a line of jeans found only at Sears. They fit right, they feel right. Yeah, if I were in charge, man would live in jeans, these jeans.
I'm Betty. This is Pat. We're the Reynolds Wrap Kitchen's home economists. Welcome to our cookout. We're steaming vegetables, grilling potatoes, garlic bread, and trout that Pat caught fresh this morning. I'm using Reynolds Wrap heavy-duty aluminum foil to make my entire meal. Here's what happens when you don't. Heavy-duty Reynolds Wrap protects foods from scorching, sticking, and falling through the wrap. One more reason Reynolds has it all wrapped up. This looks done.
Prime Star, the best value in satellite television, proudly presents the Family Film Awards, celebrating movies and television shows everyone in the family can watch together. This Thursday at 8 p.m. on CBS. Enjoy.
You twist now. We'll work on your farm. Only Oreo.
Friday.
What are these?
Will the wrong set of photos expose a picture-perfect killing?
A murder. She saw the killer.
A sharp focus diagnoses murder. CBS Friday.
They said never.
I'm going to college, Joe.
They said she's in over her head.
We will attempt to unlock the secrets of the universe.
They may be right.
Well, I'm told some people enjoy bowling.
I happen to love bowling.
What a shock.
Rhea Perlman squares off with Malcolm McDowell. Pearl, CBS Wednesdays this fall.
It's important to learn basic life-saving techniques. Contact the American Red Cross or the American Heart Association for first aid and CPR courses available in your area. This series is dedicated to all the men and women who risk their lives to save the life of a stranger. I'm William Shatner. Join us again next time for more true stories on Rescue 911.
Each morning, you wake up and get out of bed. But this morning, when you pick up the paper, you're looking at an edition so early, it tells you the future. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Now, Gary Hobson will have to answer that question.
Anything can happen.
Early edition, CBS Saturdays this fall.